Once you have identified your self-concept, as well as the learner style characteristics from the test in this module, you can start to combine all that information into some learning strategies that will help you succeed in this course and others. Your textbook and the results of your learning style inventory will likely give you some specific strategies for success kind of tailored to your learning perspective. For example, on the visual versus verbal scale, I tend to lean a little more visually. And indeed, I like to color code different sections of a textbook according to which topic they cover. All of my classes have different color-coded folders. I like to very visually organize things. It's something that's helpful to me as a learner. That might not be helpful to you as a learner. You might want to adopt more verbal strategies where you listen to a video clip and then you try to write down as much as you can from memory. But combining the results of that learner style inventory with your textbook should be able to give you some specific strategies based on your profiles, your characteristics. I also want to make sure I give you some general guidelines for success for this course. Now, all courses are different, so the same learning strategies won't always be successful or lead to success. But for this course, there are some things to keep in mind. And I would say that these are typically good rules to try to adhere to in most scenarios as well. One is to avoid procrastination. I know that many of you are busy, many of you have a lot going on, but procrastinating is kind of waiting until life gives you a surprise to kind of deal with what might happen. I used to be an epic procrastinator in college. I would wait until literally like 30 minutes before something was due to attempt it. And after enough consequences, I figured out that that's not really a successful way to be. Now, when I teach a class or when I take a graduate class, I am usually done about a week ahead of time. And if you can just devote a little bit of time to get ahead and stay ahead, your stress level is so much easier. You don't have to worry about not submitting assignments on time, and it really is just the best way to approach college. You also want to make sure you're not procrastinating studying, because cramming is not possible for success in this course. Let me say that again. You cannot cram and succeed in this course. We cover a whole lot of information, and I have organized it in a way that if you work with it a little piece at a time and master that piece before you move on, at the end you'll understand everything really well if you follow the guidelines. But if you don't look at anything for a week or two and then you try to cram all that into one little moment, it's just not going to work out for you. So definitely always read the syllabus and always follow the recommendations of your professor. Again, the modules in this course are split into learning outcomes with video lectures and practice questions before you have to complete the assessments. And honestly, if you put the time and effort into the course and you do things in that format and you stay ahead of the schedule, most students do really, really well in this course. One final suggestion I'll give you is to try to make the material as personally meaningful as you can. We have a much easier time remembering things that feel relevant to who we are and our jobs, our families, our relationships. So the more connections you can make between the course material and your life, the easier of a time you'll have trying to study and remember it on your assessments. So best of luck as you work with all this material, as you analyze who you are as a learner and what strategies are likely to help you succeed in the course.